All right, so check this out. So we've done a series on AI estimating, and we got to where we wanted to do windows and exterior doors and framing. So with those, I want to get quotes from people. So what I've done here is I've created in my software, I've created a place where I can go and I can add people, and I can say, I want Brown Lumber to price this, but maybe I want Builders First Source, or that would be for the material, and they got a couple guys for labor that I might want to do for the framing. So I'm not going to use my user interface here. I'm going to actually go into Claude, and I'm going to say I want to include Builders First Source to bid the windows and use the same scope as we did for Brown Lumber. All right, and so what it's going to do, hopefully, is it's going to go in there and it's going to check those for me. All right, and then, so while it's doing that, let me show you this. In the framing, I want to have Gillespie Construction and Martinez Construction give me pricing on that, and I've got a place here I can, add the scope of what I want them to do. So let's see if this is done yet. Is it still working? Yes, still going. All right, and then once it gets that assigned, we actually want to send an email out from Claude. So I'm going to go ahead and write that prompt. Let me move myself out of the way. Can you send out email invitations to invitations for the framing lumber package? All right, so we're going to go ahead and let it be doing that work, and then we're going to come up here and we're going to hit if you'll see on my material for my woods and windows, I only had one person selected, and I'm going to refresh, and let me just go 06 for woods and windows, and now it's got two. So the AI went in and checked Builders First Source for me, and it copied the scope that I had for Brown Lumber and pasted it here. So I didn't have to do that in my UI. I just did it within. All right, so now what I wanted to do is to send email invitations out. So we're going to get to do that and see what the emails say. All right, here we go. We've got one, and it says hello. It says hi Todd, and this is something I've set up in the programming. Let's see, we're currently accepting bids for framing labor to include, and then it has my scope: soffit, installation windows, house wrap, nail, siding, project details. Bids are due by the date that I put in there. Please reply to this email with your bid or questions. And so my next step would be able to have it add the plans as a link, or include the plans as a link. I just haven't got to that far yet. But anyway, point being here is that I can use Claude to go ahead and assign organizations to certain cost codes that I want to bid, and then also can have it send out bid invitations for me.